Everyone. I am waiting for someone to join us. This is my first live. I'm Kathy Utley of the Utley Post, and I am very new to this. So I am hoping other people join us. I can invite folks, I guess. One thing that I can do is maybe I can share this to notes. And let's do this. Let's share it to Facebook. We do. We have other people joining us. Okay. Well, I feel that even 4 people watching this is huge. So, so anyway, I guess this is the visible it's also they show you where you're at. So, anyway, we are not gonna be joined by my son. I just want you to know that the Utley Post, I'm the publisher. I do have, a background in public speaking and in journalism and all kinds of, things that where I feel comfortable in this kind of a format. My son, on the other hand, and my daughter, are just regular people, and they've been contributing to the Utley Post. They are very upset today. All of my children and a oldest grandchild. I have a grandchild living. She's 23. Her name is Olivia, and she's living in the Twin Cities. Brian was so upset about what happened in Minneapolis today, and my daughter was as well, that they couldn't even they didn't wanna talk on camera because they were afraid of what they would say because they're so angry and they're very hurt and they are upset. My daughter said some things that I thought were really interesting. She gave me permission to talk about them, but she said, "Mom, we were all shot in the face today." How about that? Yeah, we were all shot in the face today. So, for those of you who don't know, a young woman today, a 37-year-old woman in Minneapolis, was shot 3 times by an ICE agent who is claiming he was claiming that it was self-defense. I have looked at the video countless times, several different angles, several different videos. I can honestly say, from my opinion, it did not look like self-defense at all. I would say, in my opinion, um it looked like she was, blocking traffic, and then when she saw the ICE agents get out of the car, she backed up and she was trying to leave, and that's when she was shot and killed. And, her name has been released to the public. Her name is Renee Nicole Good, and, um, and today she is a martyr for peace and justice. So, I would love it if people who are watching would chat and share some information with me, and I would love to see that because I can actually see what you're saying to me. Um, I am I am upset and appalled at the fact that, at first, Kristi Noem, who is the head of, Homeland Security, immediately labeled this young lady a terrorist without any investigation whatsoever. Unfortunately, our president, um, said the same thing, and, my daughter and I were talking about this today, and she said, Mom," 'cause she's going into criminal investigation, and she said, "We have a criminal president and a criminal investigation, in a criminal justice system, basically, that is, uh, that is terrorizing liberal cities just because they don't agree with his policies." I mean, who's the terrorist today, right? I mean, in my humble opinion, the terrorist is our government. They are terrorizing the people of Minneapolis. They killed an innocent woman today. Someone who was exercising her constitutional right. I I don't even know what to say. So, I did want like I said earlier before some of you joined, my son was gonna join us, but he is just too upset. He's afraid of what he would say, and he wants to be able to, kinda talk about it in a much more unemotional way, but today he's emotional, and so is my daughter. They're both emotional right now, and so, um, I just wanna, it's just me. So, I would just like to say that, I lived in South Minneapolis for about 2 years. I was there living in Minneapolis helping, support a daughter who was going through a difficult time, with some grandkids. Excuse me, I'm lo did you open my door, doggy? Literally, my dog opened the door. So but anyway, I lived not too far from that area where this young and my other dog is coming through the door. So, one moment. Hello? Was that you knocking on our door? Okay, come on, guys. Come on, Wookies. I apologize for the interruption. This is this is Substack Live, but anyway, so I live not too far. I worked at the when I was in Minneapolis, I was there, like I said, helping a daughter, and I was living, in South Minneapolis, not too far from Uptown, if anyone's familiar with that area, and, I was working at the Minneapolis Institute of Art, and I, also was working for the Democratic Party. It's the, uh, Farmer Labor Party in Minneapolis, in Minnesota. I was doing some fundraising for them, and, um, additionally, I was also working in children's mental health too, part-time, so, I was just kinda cobbling together some hours to make some money so I could be there to help my daughter and my husband at the time, you can see in the background here, he and I moved here to Colorado Springs together in the fall of 2020, and he got COVID and passed away. So, I am a widow and living here in Colorado. But my point is that living in Minneapolis, not too far from that area, and my son living in Minneapolis for a long time. We love that city. I don't know if anyone knows it, if you've ever been there or, been a part of the vibe of that city. It's a beautiful city, just gorgeous. Best kept secret in the United States, and in my opinion, Minneapolis is probably one of the greatest US cities that we have. It's just so cold. I think that's the drawback is that it's cold. Um, but anyway, so Renee Nicole Good, 37 years old, was shot 3 times in the face, the head, and killed today in Minneapolis. And she has become a martyr for peace and justice. She stood up for what was right and what was good, and she paid the ultimate price for it. By someone who I uh, by someone who is in an organization or government organization that labeled her a terrorist. Come on. So, from what I understand, according to, reports that I have read, uh, Renee Nicole Good was there at that location today as a legal observer. She was there to document any illegal, activity, on that would have been on behalf of ICE, and she was there to basically protect her neighbors. Her, um, and, she was she died as a result. She was shot and killed. The irony of that will not be lost on me. So, um, I, I mean, there are no words, you know, honestly. There are just absolutely no words for what happened today in in that beautiful city. And Jacob Fry, I have to laugh because Jacob Fry told ICE to get the fuck out. See, my son wouldn't be on here because he's afraid he'd say worse, you know? He's so angry right now. Uh, so, um, one of the things for those of you who know, read or follow or subscribe to the Utley Post, um, I tend to try to look at things from a progressive Christian. I always leave that caveat because I do live in Colorado Springs and it has a reputation for being pretty fundamental, and it is. I mean, we have a lot of those big mega churches, but I actually am a Presbyterian, and the division of Presbyterianism that I'm a part of is we're open and affirming, and we do crazy things like ordain women. I'm a deacon in my church, for example. Um, but I try to look at things from that perspective. And when I think about Christ's message today, she was definitely, whether I don't know what her, regardless of her um, spiritual or religious background, doesn't matter. To me, she was walking in the footsteps. Sorry. She could have been my daughter. She could have been anybody's daughter. You know, now I know why my daughter and my son didn't want to do this. But we just literally celebrated the birth of the Prince of Peace. There is nothing Christ-like at all about the Trump administration, about ICE, about any of this terrible all these terrible things that are happening right now in our country. Um, uh, anyway, I'm not good at I there are some people here on Substack that are so good at just talking all the time, and they can do this, and I'm just really feeling like I'm not really great at it, but I do try to speak from my, you know, from my heart, and, I guess what I would like to do is, um, I am going to look up something here real quick. Um, I just found this is a cute short blessing, but may the peace of Christ, steady, unshakable, and alive, guard your heart, guide your steps, and make you a bearer of calm in a restless world. Um, my heart, my prayers, my love, my energy, everything goes out to the family of Renee, Nicole, Good today. Um, and it's gonna be a tough day for them. Tough year, long time actually. So I have people watching and one person who's joined. I don't really have anything else um, profound to share other than as a family, we are deeply saddened about what happened today. Um, I will be writing about in the Utley Post. I will be writing about this young woman and that she represents all of us. And um, we're in a crisis. We truly are. My daughter said, she said, "Mom, this is just the beginning." I hope not. I hope this is the end of it. My son will be, once he's able to, he'll be joining. We'll do this again, and he'll be able to join us when he feels calmed down because it's all fresh. It's too fresh for him. It's too fresh for my daughter. And I didn't realize how fresh it was for me either because I started to cry. Um, well, my thoughts are going inward, and that doesn't make for great television or whatever this is, streaming or whatever, to be so inwardly focused right now. So, um, this is my first live. I appreciate everyone who's watching and everyone who's joining. We'll do this again. I will have my son with me the next time when he's ready to share. We love Minneapolis. We love that city. We love the people. Um, and I, it's, we were there during the George Floyd. I lived there actually during the George Floyd. With my my late husband, you can see in the back. I lived there with him, and we were there during that, and, it was devastating for the entire city, um, and, it was awful, and, we'll kind of follow along the story of what's going on in Minneapolis. We will report back. We'll be on this story from a very personal perspective. My daughter will join us, she said, and also my son will join me. So I think they both need to kind of just process this, and then they'll be able to join in a day or two. Um, but anyway, I would just like to end with all of us remembering Nicole Good today, keeping her family in our hearts, in our mind, and our prayers. So, with that, I'm going to sign off. This is my first Substack Live. I'm going solo. It feels really weird because I don't have anybody to play off of. So, hopefully, I'll be able to get my son or daughter to join me. But thank you very much for joining. Thank you for watching. I can see everyone that's watching, and also we appreciate you. Please check out the Utley post. I think we are a very unique Substack newsletter where we combined the news, but also with a secular and non-secular um, perspective. So anyway, with that, I'm going to say goodbye and thank you.